how big do you have to dream to like it's irresistible, like the gravity and the weight of that dream, like there's nothing else you can do. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you have to tell yourself? What do you have to imagine? Where like you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so I think I always dream big. To be honest, I could get crazy and say what I want to say. I'm not gonna say that because like I actually don't think it should be on television. But should have said it.
This is yo. Y'all think 100 men could defeat one gorilla?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
what? Just bare hands? Bare hands?
Yeah.
Bare hands?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, no box though?
Yo.
Yeah. Niggas be squaring up.
I think 20 niggas could beat one
You
gorilla.
think 20 niggas give it? You think 20
You're
niggas?
fried,
I think
bro.
they were running. He's running on 20 niggas.
He's fried.
He really
I
did.
love the people that are like.
How many people do you think can get around a gorilla at one time? Maybe 7. So
I'd say 5.
7
I'd say
pushing
5.
5, right?
Maybe because the gorilla's
Alright.
bigger, you might say
Max
7.
7.
Okay.
But they're not all punching at the same time.
Exactly. So the gorilla is fighting waves of 7 people.
But that's my thing too.
But
Though.
here's this.
The gorilla
Who you
gonna get
think-
tired. You can switch niggas in.
No, that nigga got stamina.
Who you
bro.
think get more tired, right? The gorilla who's just in survival mode. That's
Yeah.
just how they built.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no option like that.
Yeah.
You, a human with complex emotions and thoughts, you got exactly.
And you're number
It's-
37. So
it's-
you walk 36 niggas get wiped.
No, I don't believe it. It's the first one get. The first one get
36 niggas straight.
bro. The
36
first
niggas
first one get
straight.
mashed. How many you think riding with you? How do you think you feel after the first one get
But it's
mashed?
like, okay,
Y'all
you
gotta
died, a gorilla died. I think I can take a gorilla with 15 solid niggas, bro.
Like, no, nigga. Like, I'm an older sibling. What the fuck? Like,
When I was younger, I definitely imagined myself as someone like influence and money for not any particular reason. I'ma have that.
Like how much money?
Like a lot of.
Because you got influence right now.
Right.
You got money. I feel like even
feel
if
me?
you got $1.
Yeah, no, for sure. So, definitely living the dream, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is definitely the first, this a lobby, saying trying to get to the sweet level, you know what I mean? But definitely, just like, I guess, I could change the phrase into like a change maker, you know what I'm saying? Because just real like identifying problems and like flipping the table on the shit to be like problem solved, you know what I mean? But like, obviously it don't work like that. But it's definitely like, with that lens in mind, like you need influence and power for money. Flip the table. Yeah.
When I was younger, I used to imagine myself with a 6-pack, and that was like really how I imagined my future self. I think I lived very presently, and a lot of the shit that I imagined for my future self was a lot of the problems that I was dealing with in my present. So I just want to change, and a lot of those things happen. So I'm like, just like still understanding how much like I'm present and grateful type shit. Yeah.
Do you feel like your presence has shifted from like when you were a kid to now in regards of like
Like you still want that 6-pack or no?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely still want that. And I want a lot of other things too, because I think as a kid, I didn't have a lot of perspective on the world. So I think my worldview has been expanded, you know what I mean? And for me, a lot of things like it is what it is type of shit, you know what I mean? And I think now there's a little bit more nuances, you know what I mean? And you can be and do whatever you want. So I think now I'm very aware of those things. I'm very aware of how much more there is to the world and how much more I can learn. So now I'm just like where I want more for my future. And I know what that looks like right now.
I think this whole conversation in general, from like porn to now, makes me like, where's imagination involved in like relationships, in personal relationships between people? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no imagining your way out of like a toxic situation. You know what I mean?
there
It's just,
definitely is though. I think that's like envisioning.
Nigga, are you crazy? Like think of women that go through like domestic violence. Like nigga, that shit you gotta envision when, especially when all you got is hope and faith after that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Feel you.
it's just down bad for you. You gotta envision like, all right, maybe like, you know what I'm saying? Even the most impossible shit, that could be happening if you just got enough like
No, for sure.
willpower. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is great as things can be, as bad as it can be too.
The books was vibes, and I think I'm just like failing to mention the like large presence of anime in my life also. I think that's what it was truly, because you're saying all this and you're saying book, and for me it's not giving book, it's more like just it's giving Dragon Ball Z. You feel me?
Got it.
You feel me? It's just
Got
like,
it.
you know what I'm saying, persevering through
Yeah.
like hardships and whatnot, and training yourself to be better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Goku's like his whole thing is like, I want to be better, I want to be stronger.
Yeah.
You feel me? The best version of myself. I think I got that heavy early on, but also I got staying true to your path despite the adversity. You feel me? Because like no matter who he's fighting, no matter how much he's getting fucked up, you know what I'm saying? This is like throughout all anime. I'm just using Dragon Ball Z. It's like, yo, like if you stay true to yourself, it'll be worth it. Whether like you end up losing or you do like prevail, you know what I'm saying? Because you stay true to that value, the things that you held like dear, and the things that you like, you're just like your principles you're not breaking on. You feel me? Like that right there, I took that to the head.
Why do you think 100 niggas will be able to pick?
You're not playing to humanity's strengths. Humans were made for stamina and running around. You gotta run that nigga around till he gets tired. I guarantee you, a monkey's not beating nobody in the Olympics, bro.
But a human's not playing to a human's strengths, bro. A human's not working every single day, bro.
It's the way the game. We beat him.
Their mindset favorite.
Lose in the Olympics, bro.
He said, no. He said a monkey wouldn't win in any part of the Olympics. I don't think he understands how many. Right,
Bro, track and field.
Running, you're wound.
You probably throw the ball heavy, like track and field game. But he's
Oh no, are we giving them all fours?
swing. They don't
Are we giving them all fours or are we giving just two?
When you ever seen a monkey? How do even monkeys run?
On all fours, not bipedal.
That's still, yo, does a cheetah run? Does a cheetah run? Yeah, exactly. Just because it's on 4 legs instead of 2 doesn't mean
You can run a cheetah and a monkey. Great.
That was a great argument.
When I was a kid, because of the experience I had of like not having cable and people telling me like, how do you not know about this shit? Anything people told me I should know about, I was like, fuck that shit. You feel me? Shit has a combustion point. You know what I'm saying? So really, like, how much love do I gotta pour into you for you to start shining? That's what I'm trying to say.
word.
Like, you can light anything.
That's
on
a
fire.
bar.
Yeah.
Wow.
What did you imagine your future self to be? You feel me? And that in itself is you making up a character and then becoming that person. You feel me? So in that same sense, like that's true. Or not, or making somebody up so that you don't become them. That's true.
I'm trying to be like a brain surgeon.
Word. Why? Like, what was the influences to like?
I don't know, but
Word.
I just knew I was like, I'm about to be a brain surgeon because
That's actually fire.
that's just what you know what I'm saying? But then I was like, I don't really like science in school. I'm not even cat with you. Yeah. Game over for that. So, but that as a jit, that's where my mind was at. I don't know why though.
So do you feel like any part of you being a brain surgeon is still present with you now? Like, what would you say is the same about like that?
I mean, I'm still a brain surgeon. It just happens differently. You know what I'm saying?
So we want to do
These words are spelled. So like you talk to people, you know what I'm saying? You say things to people that last a lifetime, good and bad. So you know what I'm saying? It's all just about perspective, I guess.
Solid. Thank you.
Yeah, not.
That's kind of fire.
My mom was a big like movie fan. Like she loves movies, you feel me? And I feel like even before she like had her English super solid, you know what I'm saying? Mom's from Haiti, be Haitian, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the zone.
You know what I'm saying? Real life.
Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
bro. Fucking but yeah, my mom really loved kung fu movies, so I feel like she
That
really
is
put me on.
Haitian.
You feel me, right? She really put me on to like Jackie Chan,
Yeah.
Bruce Lee, Jet Li, all them niggas, you feel me? And we just had like Enter the Dragon and like Chinese and shit. We just had all the movies and shit. So I just spent like some of like the main quality time I spent with my mother was like watching television, like movies and shit with the whole family. And I feel like that was the influence she gave me on my imagination because she was like, yeah, let's watch the action movies, which is similar, you know, being the bad guy. I think that was like a big focus in my life for a long time. Like, who's not like who's the bad guy, but like, are we beating the bad guy? Like, are we prepared to do so and shit?
I really do also feel like to that point, as kids, we have like huge imaginations. You feel me? And because we have TV, because we have like our parents and like other influences, we have certain ideas on how certain things work. You know what I mean? You was like, word, this car needs wings. Because where'd you see that at? You feel me? You know what I mean? So it's like at the end of the day, it's hard for us to imagine or even try and reimagine things, you feel me? Because we have all of these influences, you feel me? Not allowing us to be creative and imaginative on like, yo, like you actually could have put those boards on top of each other and maybe they could have been springs, you feel me? And you could have made the shit fly or some shit, you know what I mean? Or like it really doesn't, like I think that personally you don't always need a plan. Sometimes you do need to go in there and maybe like what you know is going to guide you to what you can't do.
Imagine 40 of that nigga M'Baku from Black Panther. 40 of them niggas can take one gorilla. It's just one gorilla.
I'm saying, can 100 of us? I'm saying, if it's 100 of us, can we take down one gorilla?
Okay, let's be real. Even if we all just laid on that nigga, what he gonna do?
No.
He said laid.
Bro, niggas is optimistic, bro.
Oh my God.
Delusional, bro.
That monkey's just like, what the fuck? You said 100 people versus one.
Bro, you gonna go like this. You gonna send a 6-piece and that nigga gonna eat it.
If niggas is in a kid.
Yo, I feel like Steph. Steph. So. Like, what an idiot, bro. We telling you not to do that, bro.
Shit, when I was a kid, I feel like I had like the typical kid imagination, I would say. Very joy-centered, you know what I'm saying? And so it was a lot of like, I don't know, I feel like for me, joy was based around family. I got a big family, you know, I got 4 siblings, twin sister, my mom, my grandmother. And so it always involved other people, joy for me, you know what I'm saying? And so fucking, I don't know. You know, I'll just say Power Rangers straight up. A lot of Power Rangers, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh shit, explosions, sparkles, niggas imposing, you feel me? Big robots and shit. I was like, this shit cool, nigga, you feel me? Can I swear?
We're in it.
We're in it, all right. So you feel me? So like, it was definitely like just, I want to say expansion, but definitely like reverberation of like, of power, you know what I'm saying? And so, it didn't have a shape. It didn't have a shape at all. It was just like an energy. It was full of that energy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think like for a long time my imagination and reality were not separated.
In an ideal world, I envision everyone like moving in their purpose, and I envision everybody having like healthy access to healthy food.
So I envision everyone having a mentor, and I envision everyone, you know, legally evade tax.
And I envision unity of thought, and I envision imagination without judgment.
I envision everyone having personal property, so like land, and I also envision everyone being a keystone member of their community and their environment, so really taking care of it, making sure it thrives.
To be honest, I don't know. Like I be seeing some crazy. Like sometimes, but I think my dreams have to do a lot with intuition. So I'm not sure if it's telling me things from past, but just things to possibly look out for, or just like, I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? Because what is the, I don't know. That shit was just, but that's a combination of all this I've been thinking for like weeks, months, years, my life, you know what I'm saying? And then just on that one time it hit, boom, now you got this like situation.
I really feel like I spent a lot of my life ignoring a lot of shit, you know what I'm saying? And so it really wasn't focused on the challenges per se, but just really like, I feel like at some point I always get to a point where like my skin feels old and I need to shed it, you know what I'm saying? And so I always felt like the world was like in my hands and it was just like waiting for me to actually like get serious and go crazy. And I think like when we like engaged in Psycho, when we were having mad fun, we were outside late as fuck, we were skateboarding, we were getting people to just like be unfettered, you know, like really free, you know what I'm saying? But then I feel like interpersonally between all of us, I think like when that shit didn't work out how like it worked out on TV and anime and all that other shit, I was like, oh shit, real world's different. This is crazy. I was like, I just don't get it. I don't see it. Like, you know what I mean? And so I feel like people really changed my imagination, like actual people. Not to be pessimistic though.
It's okay saying gorilla can lift 4,000 pounds on a bench press. Okay. Okay, but there's a whole section on here, how to fight gorilla. Okay, hold on.
So Psycho Streetwear was this clothing brand that me, Stephen, Shamir, Roscoe, Taz, you feel me, all had like been developing together, you feel me? And in all honesty, it started out with me and Stephen and Taz at a skate park, you know, actually asking these questions about like, yo, what do you want to be in the future? You know what I mean? Steph was like, man, I'm trying to rule the world. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I think I want to write a book. I wanted to write a book because my mom was like, you read a lot of books, maybe you should write a book. You feel me? And I think for me, books was like my way of like escaping, you know what I mean? And I think I knew that I was imagining or being creative during those points in time, you know what I mean, when I was reading and even like writing myself, you know what I mean? I felt like there was something missing from it, you feel me? Where I expanded past what I knew about it, you feel me? And then Taz was like, yo, I want to make a clothing brand. And in that one moment, I was just like, what, nigga, we could do that right now, you feel me? Like, why not? So then we started like really developing it. We started asking more questions, and that's when I began to like ask questions about how certain things worked and this and that, and like my view on the world expanded. Because a lot of this before that point, and I'm like 16 at that point, I think, or 15 at that point, or whatever, you feel me? And before that, I was just experiencing life, you feel me? And I think that was all that was happening for me. It was just experiences. Like, I'd be in the car and the radio would be playing, it'd be playing music. I don't even know what the name of that music, I don't know the name of that song, you feel me? I don't really care. I don't really care about a lot of things, or like, I think took a lot of time to like ask those questions, you feel me? And I think for me, like we was talking about earlier, when you have constraints like that, and then you start to like, you know, take those like ask questions about why these boundaries are here, like what you could do with them, and like how far you can go and how much it could be, you know what I mean? That's when it clicked for me. And I think that's when I started to be like, there's way more, you feel me? And so I think that's when like my imagination really kicked in. Then we, you know what I mean, started making designs for clothes, because, you know, none of us knew how to make clothes, or, you know, none of us knew how to, you feel me? No, I know, like, we make drawings, but like then you have to get them onto the t-shirts, you feel me? So I picked up Illustrator, started doing that shit, you know what I mean? But real life, I think that was the point for me where I was like, wow, the world can really be like way more than I know it. So yeah.
And I don't even think I could read till the 3rd grade, you know what I'm saying? Because I was like not applying myself heavy. I was like copying people's fucking words and shit. I was like, how you spell can? How do you spell cat? These shapes, whatever, bruh. Then homie was like, yeah, you should just read. Then I started reading heavy, and that didn't really stop till I was like 14, 15, you feel me? So that was just a solid 7 years of my life just in books.
We just said, yo, what shifted our imaginations? You said porn.
Yes.
Do you want to expound? I think that's like mad.
That shit is fucked up. First off, it's the porn industry, and just being introduced to like,
How old were you?
I don't know, young though.
Yeah, like under 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially just because of like, in third grade, probably it was kids bringing out like, like bring porno magazines to school. Like, yo, this what my uncle had. I'm like, yo, what the? Flipping through this shit at lunch, like, it's a gang of niggas around you. Like, oh shit, teacher come by for this. La vie, like, yo, but you just think like, it's just crazy because having that be introduced to you at a young age. Also, you spend most of your time in school, so you get exposed to a lot of kids that ain't got good guidance at home or nothing like that. Also, on top of that, like when you grow older, a little bit older, you start to develop feelings and you start to like misinterpret maybe like the boundaries on how you're supposed to let that spew out or how much you're supposed to, you know what I'm saying? That's why you catch like, bro, we was going on field trips in middle school and it's you know what I'm saying? Activities going on back at the school bus getting crazy, like, and as another kid in the school, like you like, damn, like, either you gonna be like, that's nuts, or like, shit, I'm trying to get mine too, nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're only 12, 11, 10. That's what be on your mind in the morning coming to school, man. You know what I'm saying? So just seeing that type of shit.
How consuming that joint is, like.
Yeah, because then it fuck up your expectations just as a man. Like what you expecting from women when they pull up on you, like how far you think your money's supposed to go when you spending time with a woman, or how far you think your money's supposed to go if you're just making a good amount and people is around you, you know what I'm saying? You immediately like, yo, I got some money in my pocket. I'll take a shorty out right now. And immediately where's your mind at after that?
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to get through, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what you think. And then off that, now all of a sudden she's supposed to act a certain way that you've seen, and now you dumping women that could have been good for you just because your expectation of like, this was just
unrealistic. You know what I'm saying?
Nutty, like
by
you know
no
what I'm saying?
means
Right.
based in actual life experience, son.
So
Like
we
that's
just
just
out
really
here
a movie.
That's what I'm saying. So we just out here just like damaging ourselves.
Okay. You might be right. Hold on. It says if you hit a fully grown silverback way too hard, you will end up breaking your own arm.
I would say, like, to be honest, I feel like my imagination has, like, definitely scaled down, you know what I'm saying? Because my first experiences with imagination is really defining the world around me. Before I even knew what a table was, I was like, oh yeah, that's a treehouse, you know what I'm saying? And so I feel like it went from defining everything and creating my own world in the world that I'm in, you know what I'm saying? To like, oh shit, I've now accepted that this is a chair. And now, like, what can I do with a chair? Compared to like, this is whatever I want it to be, whatever I want it to be, you know what I'm saying? But like, I never was like one of those kids with imaginary friends, you feel me? I feel like it's weird making up people. Can't do that. That was different for me. But definitely making up entire like situations and shit, I was in there, bro.
It's like, I think I was always focused on like, how do I move my purpose and how do I express that, you know? And so that comes out differently. You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid, it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I need to get my money up, or like, not I need to get my money up, but like, I need to be smarter, you know what I'm saying? So like, I need to read more and I need to engage with people more, you know what I'm saying? So I think people always told me for a long time, like, yo, you carry yourself really mature for your age, and like, not everyone's like that, you know what I'm saying? But I also think that comes from like the lack, you know what I'm saying? The lack, like actually like being poor growing up, you know what I'm saying? But also knowing like my people up back home are even poorer, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, that's crazy. So I gotta fill up to provide later, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like it's really interesting hearing you talk about how you define dreams, just because I really don't consider dreams as like part of your imagination, you know what I'm saying? I do think that's like a spiritual thing, you know what I mean? And I haven't had like a good dream in a long time, to be honest.
Would you say like good as in like positive, or good as in like notable to speak on?
like positive. You feel me? I feel like I'll be having a lot of like nightmares, like so like I feel like I'm working on giving myself permission to actually dream, which really made me think about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is dreaming in and of itself? And I think imagination is like your mind actively creating, but I feel like dreaming is your spirit doing the other end. You know, you're like supposed to listen to your dreams type shit. Like, I'm not saying go dig into them, but I'm like, it's intrinsic. You feel me?
It's lit because you talk about motherfucking we got certain boundaries and shit, but that's also like that's the game within the game. You know what I'm saying? Cause you can, cause I feel like that's something, especially just as artists, that niggas miss all the time, right? Is how you turn the shit that you imagine, right, into real life and create that. You know what I'm saying? And that's two different processes. Like, cause you can envision the whole shit and art is lit. And then now it's like, all right, how we gonna make that shit real life? Then we also got mad boundaries in different ways that people try to force us to think and ways we can go around and in and out of. You dig what I'm saying? So that's another layer on top of just the whole game.
Yeah.
So like when you talk about like imagination, that go hand in hand with creativity and then creation, because then you gotta figure out like nigga, damn, like, okay, we got a table there, like, all right, fuck it, so let's put something on top of that table, and now we're using our boundaries to create a wall, and now that shit work for me, you feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? So
I think the craft has always been liberation for real. You know what I'm saying? In the sense of like, I feel like growing up, I always felt free. You know what I'm saying? Like I could, like heavy on like I could do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? And I will do whatever I want. You know what I'm saying? Like, let no box define me. Let no anything. You know what I'm saying? And it bothered me that other people didn't feel that way. And I think like that has been the craft. Like, how do I reveal to you like the sun within yourself, like the light, the power, and like the everything that comes with that, the gravity, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have agency, you have power, and that has always been the thing to every single person. And it comes out differently. I think that's like always been my philosophy. Like, we're not all the same, you know what I'm saying? We're all different colors, we're all different shapes. And like, pluses and minuses that come with that. And I really want people to embrace their pluses. Like, yo, you were so validated, you were so important, you were so necessary. Like, just being you. Like, you don't have to be anything else besides the version of you that you know who you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? And I think that has always been my thing. Like, no matter what I'm doing, that is my thing.
That's what I'm saying.
How long can they run though?
Now had he entered the fight like this, right? Boom, Gorilla dropped him, and he don't have that information. Who you think going first? Bro, that's out first, bro. Thinking like that.
Wait.
He's like, yo, we all just gotta Steph. Like, yo.